The final month of the high school football regular season here already. Welcome into Friday Night Hits Week 7. I'm Mark Whiteman. Thanks as always for joining us. The chase for region crowns and playoff positioning will shape the month of October, and we begin tonight right here in Greenville with the 6-1 JL Man Patriots off to their best start since they last won a region championship in 1984, hosting last year's region champion TL Hanna in our Sparrow Financial Game of the Week. Chase Justice has the highlights.
It's homecoming night here at JL Man High School, where we have a top 10 state matchup between the Patriots and the TL Hanna Yellow Jackets. Not a whole lot of love lost in this Greenville versus Anderson Upstate series. Following a big play by Kashawn Henderson to set the Patriots up in plus field position, Mikkel McClellan caps off the drive with a 20-yard end around to the house. JL Man strikes first, up 7-0. But this would be a back-and-forth game throughout. KD Patterson takes the inside zone rush straight up the gut, 20 yards to the Hanna Hive to even things up at 7 apiece. Now it's the Patriots' turn. Senior quarterback Ethan Anderson finds Kashawn Henderson all alone in the back of the end zone to put the Pats back in the lead, up 14-7. But where there's smoke, there's fire, and KD Patterson went full scorched earth on this rainy Friday night. The grown man Tutty evens things up at 21-all heading into the break. A big third quarter by the Yellow Jackets puts Hanna up by 7 to start the fourth. And stop me if you've heard this one before. Have a night, KD Patterson. 6 touchdowns for the junior ball carrier puts this game on ice. Final score 56-35.
What's important now is enjoy this for 24 hours and on to Hillcrest. They got a great team. Number 3 in the state, I think. It's going to be a great challenge for us. They're explosive on offense as well and stingy on defense. We got to rise to the challenge.
The Patriots will stay here in Greenville for a Week 8 matchup against Malden, while TL Hanna will head down to Simpsonville for an ever-important matchup against the Rams. Reporting in Greenville, I'm Chase Justice, WYFF News 4 Sports.
Chase, thank you. Good looking win for TL Hanna. Gaffney has won 6 straight against Spartanburg, a streak that stretches back to 2017 and includes their 5A Upper State Championship meeting in 2021. Vikes needing a win to keep pace in the region race. Gaffney back at it after a breather for their bye week, tied at 7 in the second. Final minutes of the half, Gaffney taking the lead as Riley Staten finds Amazon Littlejohn for the 15-yard touchdown. Extra point no good. Gaffney leading 13-7 at the half. Third quarter now, TJ Johnson for Spartanburg, connecting with Kamari Cunningham, peeling away for a 60-yard score. Extra point puts the Vikings on top, 14-13. Wild sequence here, 4th and goal for Gaffney. Spartanburg denies Jaden McDowell. Next play, TJ Johnson just trying to get rid of the ball in the end zone, intercepted by Gaffney's Zion Ratchford. And the very next play after that, Staten and Littlejohn again, 5 yards out. 2-point attempt fails, but Gaffney leads 19-14 early in the fourth quarter, and they hang on to win a thriller, 19-14 over the Vikings. Chesney Strong, Eagles playing for the second time in 5 nights after their emotional win over Landrum Monday at Abbeville. A portion of every ticket sold going to the victims' families, tied at 7 in the second. Chesney's KJ Proctor picked off by Jalen Baylor on the very next play for Abbeville. That's DeMarcus Leach connecting with Adonius Burgess on the chunk gain for the Panthers. And the very next play after that, Leach, goodbye. Breaking a tackle, hitting the turbo. Say hello to the sunrise for me. Abbeville 56, Chesney 15, the final there tonight. Westside Rams rolling 5 straight wins since dropping their opener over at Pickens, as is Sky 4. Westside's got the ball, no score early. Cutter Woods, all kinds of time. It's always good when he can find 5. Josh Williams taking the top off the coverage, hustling on home for Westside's first touchdown of the night. There would be more. 7-0 later in the first. Woods, no pressure again. Hits Jay McClintock. McClintock doing the rest. Rams chucking it all over the yard, 52-7. They come out on top in this one, now 6-1 this year. A couple of high-powered 3A programs. Pendleton hosting Seneca. Bobcats have hit at least 40 in all 4 of their wins. Bulldogs have outscored their last 3 opponents, get this, 175-7. You heard that right. Pendleton averaging over 52 a game this year. These dogs can light up the scoreboard, but so can Seneca. Kamsley Campbell into the end zone for the Bobcats touchdown. So it is 7-0 Seneca in the early going. Here's Pendleton. Luke Gray looking for 2. His guy Corey Jones. Pendleton answering right on back. 7-all in the second quarter. Gray slanging Jackson, Allman, and Pendleton takes the lead 14-7. So Luke Gray finding the scoring area with his arm, then finding it with his feet. Keeper for another Bulldog score. Pendleton pulls away to get to 6-1, 42-28. The reigning 1A champs finding their form. Christchurch off to a 2-0 region start. Their winning margin 48 and a hook, welcoming Ware Shoals. Scoreless a kickoff, but not for long. Jackson rep, his teammates shouting, he's gone, he's gone. They were right, as was our photog, the legendary Don Jackson, dodging an excitable ball boy as Christchurch gets on the board early. Just the start of the Cavs scoring. Deshaun Reeder getting some goodies from the corner store. Cavaliers handle their business 50-6 over Ware Shoals. A pair of 2 and 4 teams, Powdersville traveling to Fountain Inn. Winner here gets to 1-1 in their region. Turned into a get-right game for the Patriots before we showed up. Second quarter, Powdersville up 40-0. Fountain Inn fighting. Jack Criswell, Zach Madden. No bumbling, no stumbling, just blazing 55 yards to the bounce house. So the home team won't be shut out, but it was already all Powdersville, and it remains as such. Keegan Reed, Christopher Cruel, a galaxy of space. Off to the races, 60 yards for another. Patriots score 61-14, the final tonight. Let's show you a few scores. Quickly, Daniel beating West Oak 56-0. Southside Christian over Calhoun Falls 42-14. BHP stays undefeated 55-21 over Palmetto and Wren, blanking Southside 50-0. The Burns Rebels, winners in 5 straight, ranked number 3 in 5A, traveling to Boiling Springs. Bulldogs have dropped 2 in a row. 5A Region 2, arguably the toughest in the state. Rebels aiming to get to 2-0 in the early going of region play, down 3-0 in the first, but on the goal line, Andrew Stevens, nothing doing, and he'll do it himself. 7-3 Burns after the extra point. Bulldogs won't go quietly into the good night, however. Ryshawn Morgan in the red zone. The seas part, and Boiling Springs goes back on top 10-7. Now it's 10-all into the second quarter. Another red zone possession for the Rebels. This time it's Andrew Stevens connecting with Shamaris Bomar. Burns goes back in front. Fun game at Boiling Springs. Back and forth. Burns escapes in double OT 38-31. Dorman snapped a 3-game skid last Friday by beating the aforementioned Bulldogs. A rare October non-region game hosting Malden. Mavericks backed up in their own end. Brendan Langston picked off by Chasen Brady. So Dorman sets up in plus territory, and Bryce O'Neill understands the assignment. 24-yard touchdown strike to Trayvon Fernandez. 6-0 Dorman after the missed PAT, but they get the 26-12 win over the Mavericks. We're taking a quick timeout, refocus our energy for a strong second half. More region battles on the way, but first, it's our halftime staple, Mic'd Up, with Eastside head coach Andre Woolcock wearing the wire tonight.
Hey, y'all boys, let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go! Ball! Yes, 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 sir! Yes, sir! Yes, sir! Let's do that, let's go! We got double team. Hey, pump it down, pump it down! Safe. We got it. Eastside got it. Way to have his brother back. We'll make up for it. Hey, house on two, 1-2, out!
Thank you, ladies. Been a difficult season for Greer, but they opened region play with a win last week, while the Eastside Eagles, they've been soaring. 4 straight wins since an 0-2 start, but the Yellow Jackets strike fast and furious. Already up 7-zip near midfield. Chris Hall fools them, taking off to the timeshare just like that. Greer's up 14-0, but Eastside puts together a lengthy drive late in the first half. 3rd and goal, Peyton Schrader, Baron Leonard, touchdown Eagles. Extra point blocked, 14-6 Greer at the half. The Yellow Jackets hang on 28-14 the final. Friday Night Hits moving right along with the unbeaten Hillcrest Rams, who have imposed their will all year, winning by an average of 30 every Friday, playing their region opener against Woodmont. The Wildcats have dropped their past 2 since a 4-1 start, but that is a confident bunch right there, ready to rock with Hillcrest. First quarter, 4th down for the Rams. Caleb Sutton pulls the ripcord just scrambling around, finds Nylon, Harris, high-level play. That moves the sticks. Later in the drive, Sutton, Avery McFadden breaking all sorts of Rams records, all-hands team. Look at that grab for the tutty. Woodmont's turn. In response, Jordan Sink hits TJ Williams in the flat. Williams busting loose to get the Wildcats into the red zone, and Williams himself would punch it in a few plays later. Wildcats fight all 4 quarters, but the Rams hang on 17-12. Easily does it. Sky 4 over the home of the Green Wave, hosting Greenwood. Eagles up a touchdown in the second. Tristan Lewis, Zion Hawkins. He's getting down to the get down. Greenwood grabs a 14-0 lead. Green Wave trying to get something going. Jay Stoker finding Will Patton. Big time connection for the explosive gain, but they wouldn't come away from the drive with any points. Greenwood gets the road dub 24-7. The Emerald Vikings and Woodruff Wolverines have both struggled through non-region, but at least one will earn their way into the postseason in these final weeks. Vikings still in search of win number 1. This was a thriller, wild finish here. Fourth quarter, Emerald hanging on to a 29-28 lead with the ball. A.J. Anderson, 2 hands for safety, scoring from 20 yards out. Emerald would go for 2, wouldn't get it, but still up a touchdown, 35-28. Woodruff with 7 seconds left. TJ Morris, he's got time, looking around, finding Hunter West as time expires literally at the buzzer. Wolverines decide, why not? Let's go for 2. Morris rolls out, comes back across the formation. Cam Taylor, BYOG Wolverines with the gutsy call, and they win 36-35 on the 2-point conversion at the end of the game. How about it? St. Joe's got back on the saddle last Friday, bouncing back from their first L of the campaign, getting Dixie at home, leading 21-7. In the second, that's Braden Johnson waltzing in 28-7. St. Joe's now into the third quarter. Lucas Salgado taking it around the right side. And that's another touchdown for St. Joe's, 35-7. The Knights improved to 3-1 in their region, 44-14. Let's show you a few more scores tonight before we go. Liberty beating Blacksburg 33-29, 96 over Landrum, 42-14. Broome, they keep on rolling, 41-21 over Blue Ridge. Crescent beating Walhalla at home, 35-7. So week 7 of Friday Night Hits, that's it, that's all. It is in the books for Chase and our entire hard-working crew. Thanks, as always, for joining us. We're thinking of all the fine folks in Chesney tonight. Chesney strong. We'll see you next week. Same time, same place.